Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we've got a legendary matchup for you. ExCaL against Marakar. We're on Arctic Arena with ExCaL up in the top of the map with the purple color, the China Infantry. This is ExCaL. All the way on the other side of the map. This map's made by TK Leo, but actually it was mostly designed by myself. Always have to give a shouts out to myself where the credit's due. I'm quite proud of this, actually. Down in the bottom right, we have the Cyan China Vanilla. Just recently put out a tutorial on the old China Vanilla. This is the Cyan player. This is Marakar. So we'll add the minimap and the gentle timer so you can see the players and the amount of cash and XP they have. Got a truck rush here from ExCaL. You're probably thinking, why is there a truck rush in a China versus Infantry matchup? Most likely they know what they're against. They've actually taken their armies. This is probably the reverse of another matchup. But the truck rush is actually something ExCaL does a lot to stop oil captures. I think even if you stop one, it's kind of annoying for the opposing player. And actually, I think Marakar is off to quite a good start here with the China Vanilla or the China Regular, because you make the red guards in twos, and then you're therefore able to get all of the oils very, very quick. It's harder for the infantry to get the oils because the minigunners are more expensive and they take a while to build. Straight away here, a flamer from Marakar, shutting down this barracks of ExCaL. This flamer has actually stopped for a second for some reason from ExCaL. Yeah, I don't know if this is from a set between them both or just a random for fun game or ladder game or whatever, but it is a few months old now. Actually, probably about 6 months old now. I think, yeah, around November is when I downloaded it of last year, so you can tell a little bit by how old it is from that. Okay, flamer here from Marakar, shutting down the supply of ExCaL. I think Marakar probably would have chosen this map. He very much likes this map. The map's where he can put his macro skills to good use, which is capturing all of the many oils and many supplies. Outpost from ExCaL down on the left-hand side denies another oil bunker here from ExCaL. Shuts down this gap. There will be little mistakes like that where gats are just sent into mines or whatever. On these big maps where there's a lot to do, you've got to be expanding all the time. You've got to be attacking in like 3 or 4 different places, or attacking and defending in 3 or 4 different places. Yeah, on more macro-y style maps, you'll get little odd micro things like that. Like gat otherwise wouldn't be going straight into the mines like that. You would not normally expect it. Like on Tournament Desert, for example, where there's only 2 supplies, you may get 1 oil. Whereas on here, you've got like probably 7 oils to capture, plus like multiple supplies. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 supplies to get. Yeah, like here from Marakar again, he is wasting a little bit. I mean, as long as he gets more oils, he can probably afford to waste a bit. ExCaL is under pressure here. This forward supply of ExCaL is getting shut down. We've got a beacon actually from Marakar, and we have a ghost building actually. Some of the buildings in Zero are insanely funny, as we know. General Zero has so many bugs, and there's one of them. I think even as we speak and over recent weeks, I think Zezon has been working his way through all the game's files, all the different models, and fixing all these errors. This famous patch we might be receiving in 2032. Now, he is working on this unofficial community patch, but I think it's gonna take an insane amount of time, and I don't think Zezon is in any rush either. There's no doubt there's a lot to do, and we appreciate Oh, he does. But I don't think he's in any rush, and I think he's going through every single model, every single file, fixing everything. So we joke that even though it will be good in the end, by the time it arrives, probably will have moved on to a new game in 2032 or whenever it comes out. Okay, so minigunners fending off the bits of infantry there from Marakar in the middle. We have a flamer pushing down the left-hand side. Flamer down the right-hand side has stopped one of ExCaL's oils. This needs repairing desperately. Almost got finished by a tank enter before. ExCaL now going for MiGs. I think this will mostly turn into a MiG versus MiG battle now. Because anything that ExCaL makes, any outposts can get wrecked by 2 MiGs. Especially with the napalm. One of the benefits of getting the napalm is not only does it do significantly more damage for your MiGs, but it also makes them reload in 2 seconds as opposed to 8 seconds with the without the upgrade. It takes 8 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't say that in a tooltip. That's probably something worth mentioning in the China Vanilla tutorial. Actually, I just thought. Yeah, the napalm upgrade is very, very important. And actually, there's another bug in the game. That when your MiGs have fired their shot, if you upload to napalm whilst the MiGs are still in the air, the MiGs auto-reload in the air. So they can fire again. Once without the napalm and one then with the napalm. Okay, CC for ExCaL up in the top right. Looks to me like advantage Marakar. I suppose Marakar is collecting on this supply here and has probably a better defensive setup. Actually putting pressure there. ExCaL not collecting here for the time being. ExCaL having to make minigunners to combat the MiGs, but these MiGs are coming in from Marakar and just wrecking things. There's a bunker there. Well, there's at least a load of infantry and the oil has now gone down. Yeah, you see what I mean? Napalm MiGs just wreck everything, especially when you've got like, what? Has it got about 8 in the air there? Marakar's also got this repair building. So you can see these gats, as soon as they take a little bit of damage, they'll auto-repair in, which makes your ground army insanely strong. But ExCaL has got that as well. Probably impacts him less, though. Or he probably gets less of a benefit from it because he's having to unload like his assault troop crawlers, and all of his stuff is pretty low HP anyway. Okay, here comes the artillery from Marakar, which tells us he is level 3. Carpet also coming from ExCaL and Marakar as well. But his is not going to make it. I think the difference is that ExCaL hasn't fired his artillery yet, I don't think. So Marakar didn't expect the carpet to come. Don't know if it would have made a difference anyway, though, because it did kind of hit anyway. He does have a lot of gats here in the middle. Probably worth Marakar getting the chain gun upgrade. He was floating 16k for a second there, but I think he's just realized and just spent a lot. Here comes ExCaL's artillery. Yeah, the gats going close to the outpost like that to cause the self-damage to the outpost is one of the best ways, rather than just brute force attacking it. Actually go close, make it self-inflict some damage. Got ExCaL here with a flamer now down on the left-hand side, taking out this oil. Got this building occupied as well. Yeah, I don't know if this is the latest version of this map. I think it is. So it's a bit worrying that we've got a bug on the latest version of the map, which is that building going invisible. Zero just never ceases to amaze, does it? Okay, we've got a minigun drop. Probably something that's not utilized that often. Not as often as like carpet and artillery, but minigun drop, if you catch the MiGs while they're on the ground, can wreck heavily. ExCaL with his big push over on the right hand side. I do think Marakar's going to hold this eventually, but he has lost a bit of ground, including this supply, but I think it was pretty much mined out anyway. It was like 450 and 525. Claymores, one and truly putting in some work. ExCaL coming in now with a MiGs and his carpet bomb as well, has reloaded again. Comes in, hits the bunker. Yeah, ExCaL is going full aggression. Is Marakar going to be able to hold that? He's got a 5k sitting here on a 90% nuke. Maybe he wants to cancel that and maybe spam a load of units. Although, is ExCaL going to run out of steam? Because Marakar is slowly holding this. And the next wave is some flamers. They can be easily stopped by MiGs, provided he has enough. But yeah, this 90% nuke. Bit confused about that. And Marakar seems to be completely overwhelmed because he's just forgotten. He's got a load of units queued up to this left-hand side. Mistake there from Marakar. Shows the amount of pressure. You wouldn't normally see that from Marakar, but it just shows when you're under such pressure, at risk of losing the game without aggression. He also hasn't got his refinery. What does that tell us about Marakar and how much pressure he's under here? He's picking up his gats now. And flamers from his left-hand side. Okay, but Marakar seems to be restabilized. Now the pressure's been taken off. He has built his second nuke, but yeah, still no refinery, whereas ExCaL did get his. ExCaL still got that oil in the back. Actually, you know what? I think this is an older version, because I think on the newest version, we rotated the flags to face down, so you can see who's got the tech building easier. It's probably one of the reasons there why Marakar doesn't have that refinery. If you can see a big grey flag waving on it, it's more likely going to jog your memory to think, okay, I need to get this. I need to get this refinery. But yeah, I think Marakar's withstood the storm that's occurred in the last few minutes. He is regathering his thoughts. He's got his refinery holding the front on all places now. ExCaL making a few hackers. There are mines here, but it looks like Marakar's. MiGs coming in for ExCaL to try and defend his trucks here. He's got a lot of trucks. Definitely wants to defend those. ExCaL got more XP. It's almost level 5. Marakar level 4. And artillery now coming from Marakar. It's got this oil. This oil. Artillery hits the MiGs. It's a pretty good hit. And that carpet bomb wrecking all of the trucks and deleting the supply. Yeah, some big blows there for ExCaL. Losing the MiGs and all them trucks. I don't think he has any more trucks. That was literally all of his trucks. And I think it was his last supply as well. If he wants to make a new war factory or something, he's going to have to remake that supply. Artillery now coming in from ExCaL, as well as probably another minigun drop. Yeah, those two nukes from Marakar are going to be painful. Artillery comes in, finishes off this oil. Minigun drop, gets one MiG. Yeah, still a lot of MiGs flying around for ExCaL. It is the core of his army here. You can see ExCaL just dotting these hackers around. He's got 2 there. 4 over here, another 2 here. Whereas I'm not sure if Marakar has any or not. I can also see a Lotus sneaking down the right side of his base. Lotus there for ExCaL, but there's an outpost dotted around. So I don't think Lotus is going to be able to get... Oh, she is... That's crazy that she's just out of range. If she goes any closer there. Although, you know, from Marakar, that outpost could have easily been like here, and she would have been detected. Because he has enough coverage. These outposts are actually too close. So yeah, shame for Marakar there. One of his nukes gets captured. But quite rightfully so, being punished for a mistake there. Having the outposts 2 grouped together. ExCaL now probably with the EMP, but there's a lot of MiGs getting picked off here. I mean, he did kill some Gats in return. There's the EMP. Disables a bunch of stuff. Not devastating, though. But this is devastating, though. ExCal's nuke's been flamed down. The MiGs have been firestormed down. Power reactor goes down. Carpet comes in, saving the aggression there on ExCal's supply. Carpet coming from Marakar. This map just absolutely produces stunning battles. Like when you got a safe refinery and a load of safe oils, just you get so many big battles. And China versus Infantry is always a good game. ExCaL against Marakar, always a good game. So yeah, ExCal's nuke went down, so now we have Marakar's nuke. That is a... probably there's a better target, actually. Wait till the MiGs land and probably hit it just there. You probably get both. Airfields are a bit weird, though. Sometimes you fire a nuke quite near it and it still survives. I think the MiGs will still die regardless, but... yeah, sometimes the airfield survives. EMP... kind of disabled the MiG. ExCaL shooting the MiGs down out of the sky. Hits 2, actually. Yeah, that's kind of funny. It looks like some kind of super stealth bomber. Going to obviously come back to life in a second. Marakar putting pressure on the front. I want to see what happens when that comes back to life. It seems to all be disabled for a long time. The MiG just carries on as if it's a normal day. It's just any other Monday. Nuke is fired. I'm pretty sure it's in this area. I think, yeah. See, you see what I mean about the airfields? Airfields are funny. It must be like the center point where it takes damage. It's just like, I don't even know where it is. It's such a big building. It feels wrong how often it survives nuke shots, but I suppose if you patch that now, people will be annoyed because they know after 20 odd years of gameplay, they know what kills what. But look, it's just survived like a nearly direct nuke shot. Okay, it was just off. But all the MiGs are totally fine. And the airfield survives. Kind of weird. But he did take out the oil there. Okay, that's pretty devastating. That was the main airfield that's dishing out most of the damage. Artillery from both players. Nice mines. Carpet and artillery on this safe oil in the back. It's dead. CC's taking heavy hits there as well. Artillery kills Marakar's... Is that his last? Yeah, last oil. Minigunners. Are they going to kill that Gat? Gat moves out of the way. Outpost goes for the crush. Minigunners are notoriously hard to crush. Let's take out another MiG. Yeah, the airfield kill and that minigun drop were pretty good there from ExCaL. Marakar still has this nuke, but I think Marakar doesn't have enough units out now to defend what ExCaL has, which is 4 MiGs and 3 outposts. These 3 outposts might actually just kill Marakar here and now. You can see Marakar spending every penny. He's down to $285. Power now being hit. Trucks being brought in. Frenzy from ExCaL. Frenzy's a good scan as well, by the way. Yeah, you can use it on your units and get 10% extra damage, 10% extra whatever. But you can scan the opponent with it as well. So you just look under the fog. In the fog of war, use the Frenzy ability. And scan the opponent. It's useful to see what build order the China Vanilla is going for. But I think Marakar is dead. This has been a really, really close fought game. And I just think a couple of extra better plays from Marakar, and it would have been his game. Maybe the nuke on the airfield would have been better than actually on the oil, you know, because them 4 MiGs were what's wrecking a lot of Marakar's army, and then them outposts were able to come in. But I suppose ExCaL's a really good play of picking off the airfield was good. He picked off all of Marakar's oils, I think, quicker than Marakar picked off his. But, yeah, I actually thought Marakar was going to win that. Look at the units destroyed as well, like a really crazy KD ratio. But I suppose infantry, you're making cheap infantry as your main unit, all the assault troop crawlers and all that. Like, you're getting 8 miniguns inside of an assault troop crawler. When that dies, it counts as 8. So, yeah, I suppose you're probably going to see a KD ratio in favor of the China Vanilla, whereas the China Vanilla GAT is probably less likely to go down than a random 1 tank hunter, for example. But yeah, GG, well played. Let me know your thought of this in the comments. I love seeing matches on Arctic Arena. Also, like Oil Rampage, Liquid Gold, where there's lots of money. You see big battles, generally longer battles. But you let me know if you disagree. I think it's good to have a variety. It's good to have like maps like Tournament Desert, but then also these ones with much more larger amounts of cash. It's good to have the variety, I suppose. But you let me know your comments down below. GG, well played, and I'll see you in the next one.